What's going on, fellow gamblers? Welcome back to Straight Betting. Today is Tuesday, November 4th. We are coming off of a 4-0 NBA sweep where, we swept the board on the videos and then gave out 2 additional props on stream that both did indeed win. So obviously, guys, we'll do a quick little recap of yesterday, and then I do have 3 more picks, 2 overs, 1 under, so make sure you're staying all the way through to watch that. But before I get into the recap, guys, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. It does help me out a ton, and it is very greatly appreciated. So quick recap, going to do a rapid fire here. Rudy Gobert, double-double, that was easy. I think he had 15 and 12, so getting plus 135 on that was crazy good. Giannis, 30-plus points, 10-plus rebounds. I think he had 33 and like 12 or 13 rebounds, so game was close. A lot of hostility, kind of like what I was expecting. So feel good about that read. Brunson over 6.5 assists. I don't even know what he ended at. I know he had 9 or 8 at some point. But yeah, man, 6.5 against the Wizards. I was like, okay, let's not overthink that. And then Okogie under PRA. Guys, I don't think Okogie made a shot. I could be wrong. I guess I didn't even see what he ended with. But I know he had 1 PRA super late in the 4th. So feel very, very good about all these. Feel like we deserve that 4-0, and we got it, man. All right, guys, my first official play is going to be Dyson Daniels over 13.5 points. I got it at minus 125 at Caesars. Let's check and see what the best number is currently. I really just sent this out, so I don't think it changed much. Okay, perfect. So it looks like MGM and ProfitX have very good lines, and it's kind of at minus 130. So, yeah, I really like this one a ton, guys, and I'll get into that. But basically, first thing I want to do is Trae Young is obviously out, guys. So let's go 2 games without Trae Young. Let's hit that all-time button. And then we got to hit with Atlanta, right? So this is without Trae Young with the Hawks. He's had 28, 15, 18, 25, 18, and 18 points. Now, I think this is a little bit misleading. Obviously, the team's a little bit better now. Let's make sure that Jalen Johnson is in. Still, 28 points, 15 points, 18 points, 18 points. The 2 games with 18 points have been this year. Look, guys, the thing that I really, really like about this Dyson play is that if you look at the last 3 games, because Trae Young, yes, he played 3 games ago, but he only played 7 minutes. Dyson Daniels is leading the Hawks in drives per game by a pretty wide margin at 13.7. The next closest is going to be Jalen Johnson at 10. And guys, against Orlando, you want to bet on drivers because what they do, if we scroll down here, opposing defenses, if you look at that paint is wide, is super green, yellow, whatever. You look at that 3-point line, it is not very good. So 8th fewest points per game to spot up. They also allow the lowest catch and shoot frequency, but the highest less than 10-foot shot frequency, which means that on drives, they're staying home on shooters, and slashers are getting the shots up, right? So opponent points in the paint, they are dead last in points in the paint allowed. We can go down here and look at Dyson's where he scores. I mean, 84% of Dyson's field goals are coming in the paint. So, yeah, guys, Dyson, like I said, I really wasn't expecting to bet on Dyson when I came into it today. But then when I looked at the drive numbers, because that's what you want, guys. You want people who drive the rock against Orlando. And when he had way more drives than Jalen Johnson, first of all, I was pretty surprised. But second of all, I'm like, holy crap. This is a great matchup for him. So, yeah, these drives for Dyson, man, it should be a ton of field goal attempts. And, yeah, really like this one. Had some really good numbers without Trae Young. So, perfect matchup here, in my opinion, for Dyson. All right, next official play, I am going with a guy who made us some money yesterday, but I'm fading him today. And I love doing this, man. You have a great matchup one day. You go over. And then you kind of have a worse spot and worse matchup the next day. And that's what I see here with Giannis. So under 31.5 points for Giannis. First of all, guys, it's a back-to-back. I will just be honest with you. There is a chance that he doesn't play here. So, yeah, if he doesn't play, obviously just void. It's not like a big deal or anything. But the first thing I want to look at, guys, is let's go to Giannis's head-to-head and see how Darko Rajakovic and the Raptors have defended him. So, guys, this year he had 31 points, but he did this on 38 minutes. And I bet on Giannis last game. And if you look at all his other games, 32 minutes in a close game. I mean, this is a perfect scenario, right? Win by 2. He only plays no foul trouble. Win by 2, no foul trouble, 32 minutes, 33, and then 38 just kind of spiked up. But yeah, guys, he's on a 32-minute rotation, and especially given that it's a back-to-back. I know he was on the injury report last game. I know he missed a game with some knee soreness the other day. So I think that 32 minutes is like where he's going to be at. And against the Raptors, guys, he had 38 minutes, shot 2 for 2 for 3, and still only had 31 points. So the Raptors are just absolutely loading up on Giannis. They're being very, very aggressive on defense. And this is also sticky. So Darko Rajakovic, the head coach for the Raptors, he's been there last year and then the year before. And if you look at actually, I believe I'm not mistaken on Darko too. Maybe I am. I think Darko actually has been the coach. So Darko against Giannis, man, 23.2 points per game on 32.6 minutes per game against the Raptors. And even if like he wasn't the coach that 1 year, it's still really, really low. It's like 23.6 points per 32 minutes over like the past 4 games against the Raptors. And then obviously, guys, it's going to get even worse if you go back. So the Raptors and the head coach, they've just been super aggressive against Giannis. It's a back-to-back, man. Giannis plays such a physical and draining style of basketball that I don't think that's great for him either. And yeah, man, I think that this line is like way too high. Like Raptors have had his number. They're getting Pirtle back too, I believe. I think he's questionable, but he got upgraded to questionable, so that would obviously be big. But even if they don't, man, they're just going to be doubling the hell to Giannis. I really like this under 31.5 for the Greek Freak. All right, third and final play here, guys. I am going with Josh Giddey, the Aussie, over 38.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So, guys, I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but I'm posting like these matchup nuggets, and this one moved on FanDuel, but still snag it on ESPN, DK, ProfitX, BetOnline, Caesars, pretty much every book, but FanDuel. But yeah, guys, so I've been doing these threads on X, or I did a thread on X yesterday, and they really opened up my eyes to Giddey and how many good aspects of the game or good aspects of this matchup there are. So first of all, guys, let's just go to like see some hit rate stuff, man. So Giddey with 30 plus minutes, and then yeah, I'm gonna nitpick this a little bit, right? But at this 38.5 line, he's over in his last 17 out of 21 games. Obviously, guys, Giddey, end of the season on a heater, absolutely carried it over to this year, man. He's been playing absolutely exceptional ball. So he's been absolutely crushing this line. But if we look at like some of the matchup stuff for Giddey, like, dude, honestly, I just think he's going to be able to like run circles around Joel Embiid in the pick and roll, right? Because Joel Embiid can't really move right now. He's playing deep drop coverage. He's allowing floaters. He's allowing pick and pop stuff. If you look at like pick and roll handler points per game, that's 32% of Giddey's points so far this year. And the 76ers have been like the second worst defense at defending that. Also transition, another Embiid thing, right? Embiid's not really able to get back on defense. He just can't move that well. So I think that's a big thing going into their poor transition defense. And guys, Giddey, if you don't really watch Giddey play, what he does is, yeah, obviously he's coming off screens in the half court, but this dude is like grabbing rebounds and pushing the ball. He's kind of like honestly, this is a weird comp, but he kind of plays like Tyrese Halliburton a little bit, but like, cause like they just push the ball. So, I mean, obviously 34% of Giddey's points this year are coming in transition, but I can guarantee that a great chunk of his assists are also coming in transition. So I think that in the pick and roll, he'll be able to find Vooch. He'll be able to score himself a ton. I think that the transition opportunities are going to be there a ton. Obviously, the numbers would indicate that as well. But yeah, no, like, and then for the rebound aspect too, because obviously don't just want to skip over that. I mean, Embiid's kind of coming into his own offensively. Like he's, probably going to score like 23, 24 points here, like take a fair bit of shots. Giddey, so Vucevic will be playing a lot of defense here, right? And, he'll be contesting a lot of shots, and kind of Giddey will just be sitting weak side and grabbing uncontested defensive rebounds. So I think it's a pretty decent rebounding matchup as well. But yeah, guys, really think that Giddey, like this matchup kind of checks every box. You want him against a team that's poor in transition defense. You want him against a big that's, going to play drop coverage and not be able to move very well. And honestly, Joel really can't even protect the rim that well right now. So actually, he can't protect the rim well right now. So that's another good aspect to Giddey. But yeah, he's been crushing this line, man. Think it's like a beautiful matchup, and I will happily take an over on Josh Giddey at 38.5 PRA today. All right, guys. Well, that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know down below what you guys think of my plays today. Let me know what you guys are on for yourself today. All that good stuff. Of course, drop a like, sub to the channel on your way out. I will be live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time today, just like I am every day, Monday through Friday. So yeah, guys, let's carry this momentum over. Feel great this morning, feel great about the looks that I gave out today. And yeah, let's keep it pushing.